Welcome back to Bros in a Landfill. More fun than a barrel of garbage.
Are you referring to me? Because like we are a barrel of garbage, and I'm kind of the one that founded this podcast. So am I supposed to take that personal, or
I don't know, man.
Like,
and it's just what my brain came up with in the moment.
Like, I don't know if I should be hurt or if that was a compliment. Because you're basically telling me that I'm funnier than myself.
Yeah, wrap your brain around that one, nerd.
Well, I mean, I'm a nerd, but that's beside the point. But yeah. So, Tar, why don't you tell the audience why we're here today?
So, over the past 3.5-ish years or so, the Super Monkey Ball community has put together quite the team of modders. And hell, there's even a game that's a love letter to Super Monkey Ball coming out, developed by probably two of the best Super Monkey Ball mod makers.
Super mod key balls.
Yeah, there we go. Two super modder balls. I bet.
Oh my god, no.
No.
Why did you have to word it that way? Well, never getting
we're never drawing board, boys.
Yeah, we can't get demonetized if we're never monetized in the first place.
That's true.
Anyways, you're saying.
I just wanted to talk about two of these Super Monkey Ball creators because they're really good. Both of them have released full packs. Bite has released Super Monkeyed Ball 2. And Monkeyed Ball 2 witty subtitle. And that's what it's called. That's the full title.
Well, that's what this episode's called, witty subtitle.
There we go. Shameless plagiarism. And Scrap651 has created Super Monkey Ball 651.
Nice.
And these are probably the two best stage creators in the entire community. And it's really interesting. I thought it was really interesting because both of them have such... If you go off this video and look up both of those titles, you can just tell how much their design philosophy differs.
But yet, from what I've seen, it's still all very impressive.
Oh yeah.
Like from my experience playing Monkey Ball and then watching the videos you sent me, it's very interesting how the original Monkey Ball games, despite the complexity of the skill required, the levels all seemed relatively simple in design. It was a very minimalistic game, and seeing these people take it to two different extremes of not simplicity, is kind of almost jarring and very impressive to see.
Well, Super Monkey Ball, the canon Super Monkey Balls themselves have also gone through some sort of stage evolution, especially in the early games, which is what I want to focus on. Because Super Monkey Ball 1 was just, here's a shape, roll your ball across it.
Roll.
Super Monkey Ball 2 says, here's a 3D structure, roll your ball across it. Am I wrong?
No, and then Super Monkey Ball Adventure was like,
we don't talk about that one.
Here's a 3D story that you can roll your ball around.
So
we don't.
I want to hear your thoughts on both Bite's and Scrap's design processes first.
Well, yeah, because obviously, my experience with it's going to be much different from yours. I'm not as invested in the Super Monkey Ball community as you are. These are really my first time seeing these stages. But first off, as I said before, it's definitely impressive to see this stuff. I'll start off with Scraps.
Right, because you just watched.
Yeah, well, that was also the first one that's the first one I took a look at and the last one I took a look at.
Right, so he's probably the freshest in your mind.
Yeah, so I started with 651 and I watched 359 after?
349
after? Some number, it's a number.
It's a number.
But but from what I get from him, there's a lot of playing with the mechanics of the game, playing with the gimmicks of the game. His stages feel both more gimmicky and puzzle-like, and there's not much in terms of what I find to be aesthetic with his stages, but pure mechanics. So you'll have some stages that look cool, but a lot of it's based around like what I find cool about it is how much the engine's being pushed, or like how much the mechanics are being pushed, or oh, this is a really cool way to solve a stage.
All right, yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, where with I'm trying to remember the other guy's name because
Bites.
Bites. Where I find with Bites, it seems to be when I'm watching his stages, they seem to be more artistic expression. There seems to be more inspiration in terms of like the design and the patterns and how everything looks. Like the gameplay looks challenging, but I'm never getting the sense of rolling a ball through the same portal like 5 times to launch yourself up into the goalpost. like right. I get the feeling that Scrap starts off with a design and like he starts off like with an idea for a design or a concept, and then he turns that into a level. Where with Scraps, it's more if he can make it look cool, it looks cool, but it's mainly about this. It's more about the concept of the stage rather than the look of the stage.
That's right. That is exactly it. And like Scrap stages definitely require you to know how to do something in order to beat it. Like,
yeah.
It's like you said, they're very conceptual. But one thing I like about Scrap stages is that there are a number of instances where in order to beat the stage, you kind of have to play it twice.
Yeah, like you're going. Like, are you talking about the ones where like you're going through it, then you have to go back? Like, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, they're like a stage where you have to go out and solve this. We have to go out and navigate this course to hit a switch, and then the goal is hidden underneath the start.
Oh yeah, so I've seen a lot.
So as soon as you hit the switch, you have to go back through the stage again, but it's slightly harder this time.
Yeah, because it's easier to go up, go down the stages than up the stages, or however he's doing it. But what seeing that these two guys are working together on that Monkey Ball inspired game, like that's actually like really exciting, because you see these two people with entirely different strengths. Because when I'm watching Bite stages, like I get it when I see it from the start. I don't really need to see it play. It's like, oh, that's a really cool expression of a stage. But watching someone play through it, it's like, okay, it's a difficult Monkey Ball stage. Where with Scraps, it's like you never know what you're going to get until the stage is done. It's like you're like, oh, near the end.
Right. Like Bites kind of takes the old Super Monkey Ball formula. Hey, here's a structure. Roll your ball across it, with some exceptions.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's some exceptions with Scrap too.
Oh yeah. But I feel like even so, like with Bite, when it's the exception, it's because like whatever the cool concept he's working with, like like it's still like a design orientated thing, not like just a concept. Like everything's from this more artistic side. Where with Scrap, it's when it's a more like impressively looking something, it's more pushing the engine, like impressive looking sort of
or
thing.
Like pushing how you would perceive
this
thing to be rolled across. I'm trying to remember. It was Scrap651. I can't remember what it's called, but it's that one that has like a whole bunch of weird 90-degree angles.
Mm-hmm. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Okay, I have it right here. I can see what it's called. Where's 651? There's 651. 92 is Distortion. That's what it's called.
The main things I get from the two is just two entirely different approaches. Like you have Bite with the aesthetic and Scrap with the conceptual, and thinking about how like those two different approaches could combine to make like probably like even more amazing stages than what Super Monkey Ball has ever done. Like I'm thinking about picking up that fan like well that like it's not really a
rolled
fan game.
out.
It's
Support
yeah
rolled out, by the way. It's going to be good.
yeah. I mean it's gonna be good like all indie games. But
I don't.
no
I actually don't know if there might even be more creators there working on rolled out. I don't know what.
I would think there would have to be because if we're talking about these two guys are modders, they're not like they're game designers at the core, just like two different styles of focuses of game design. But there's a lot more to game development than just game design.
Right. But I think with the production, I think with how these stages have been pushed, like especially with the sort of extended timers, with how they increased the stage count,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think all of the programming and coding and stuff is going to be too much of an issue, especially since Bytes is spearheading the project. And Bytes was the one who was doing all of that coding and timer manipulation and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, well, no, I fully expect it to be good. I expect to buy it and never beat it because I am awful at those games. And I was telling you before the cast, like, Monkey Ball makes me anxious, but, like, it's kind of like that fun anxious where you, like, I think it's controlled anxiety. Like, there's a lot of risk and reward in it with how you decide to play. And because of that, it kind of, like, it holds these more difficult challenges in front of your face where you could theoretically go through the entire game and do like all the easy and like even on harder stages, like it's like as long as you're like not too far in the game and the stages get rough, like a lot of the time it's like, oh, just carefully roll yourself to the end. But you have a timer, you have all these all these bananas, you have potential extra endings of the stage. It's like and since it's all tied to the score, you're like, well, what is your priority? Is it beating the game, or do you want to get more points at the risk of like losing some lives? And on top of that, like being someone like me who has a fear of heights, it's like just the thought of like tipping over the edge does like give me a little bit of that uncomfortable adrenaline rush. But
especially
still within a controlled.
Comes to wires, right?
Oh my god, yeah, ugh. Like those are, I will actively avoid like that stuff because I can't do it. It doesn't help that my hand-eye coordination is like trash level. So trying to keep going straight on like one of those.
I don't think Super Monkey Ball is really about hand-eye coordination. It's more about spatial recognition.
I mean, my spatial recognition's awful too, but like. There's a reason why I'm not great at video games. It's because trying to operate a controller with bad hand-eye coordination isn't the easiest sort of thing to do. No, I'm excited for Rolled Out, especially if it does well. We might end up seeing more from I would hope that would mean we get like more Monkey Ball games that are more experimental and stuff. Like I haven't played Banana Blitz. I want to get around to that sometime.
Don't. It's not good.
Oh, it's really?
The HD version might be better just because it's not reliant on gimmicky motion controls.
Well, I would think that'd be the thing. It's like Monkey Ball and motion controls don't like. I will say this. I think I've talked about this on cast before. As someone who went to college, who took game design courses, who had to make a Monkey Ball stage in Unity on mobile, like for mobile devices that used motion controls to control the ball. Like it's awful. It's don't like, Monkey Ball wasn't made to be. Monkey Ball is a game that is a very precise game. Like you need very precise control for that game, and the last thing that is precise is motion controls.
That was the entire reason I had to run over Banana Splits, because in order to 100% that game, you have to fucking collect every banana on every stage using gyroscope controls.
I think you're probably one of the few people who actually did that.
I don't own Banana Splits.
What?
I don't own a PS Vita.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Let's be real. If you had a PS Vita and you had the game, you wouldn't have done it in the first place.
I would have tried.
You would have tried, but then you would have realized that gyroscope controls are awful.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I wanted to pick up the Super Monkey Ball games for the iPhone, but I don't have an iPhone.
Wasn't there a Wii Super Monkey Ball game that you could control with the Wii balance board? Or am I
Yes, and that
mistaken?
one was also bad.
Yeah. Because it's the same problem. Like,
you could do Wiimote. You could do Wiimote as well. But the difficulty will be artificially inflated through a whole bunch of added obstacles.
Yeah. Well, is the Wiimote like a regular controls with the nunchuck, or is it like having you gyroscope?
It's still motion controls with the Wiimote.
Oh, that still sounds awful. I don't know why anybody would do that. Just hook up your GameCube controller to the Wii and play it like that.
If only.
Like, there was a reasons why the original Wii model had GameCube ports to them, because like the GameCube controller is actually a good controller.
Well, okay, Banana Blitz was a launch title.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, they were trying to sell the gimmick. Okay, I understand that.
But Step and Roll, I don't know what was up with Step and Roll.
I mean, all you had to do was step and roll.
In theory.
In theory. Have you considered actually rolling around on the Wii balance board?
Gosh.
But
I'm glad the modding community exists, because we can bring it back to Super Monkey Ball 2 and more.
I feel like I've played a Monkey Ball arcade game that had the actual like ball like that you rolled around.
Yeah, Ticket Blitz.
Yeah, I think I've actually played that. And I could see something like that working better than gyroscope, because it's like, oh, you're actually controlling the ball. But even so, like, Monkey Ball is still a very
That's still not precise.
Game.
Oh, did you see the original? I think I've said this on cast before. Did you see the original Monkey Ball arcade cabinet?
I think I've seen it. I'm failing to recall it.
It has a banana-shaped joystick.
Ooh. At least the joystick makes sense for this sort of game, because like it's like you have 8 directions that you can put it into. And...
Except you need more than 8 directions for Monkey Ball.
Oh, that's fair. Hey, 8 directions is still better than 360 directions through a gyroscope.
Is it? Is it really?
You cut out for all that. I don't know if that was me or you.
Oh, I was just asking if it really was that much better.
I would say the problem
okay.
dealing.
All right. Okay. So the handhelds, the Game Boy and the DS game both had D-pads.
Yes.
So, and those two were functional.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best, but functional. Although the DS version did not try to port over a fucking Exam C. So that does kind of affect that a bit. Like, there aren't too many wires in Touch and Roll, and I think the reason for that is because you only have 8 directions.
Yeah, well, I think the real power of having an analog stick is the pressure controls too. When you're doing any sort of D-pad, you can't really.
Oh yeah, you can't control the intensity. You're either going or not.
Yeah. And I think that's the real reason why you don't see the wires, because with the wires you need that very precise, like, oh, just gently tap the thing over to make the make the ball line up on the thing a bit better.
Right.
But that's also why Monkey Ball in general can be very hard, because it's a very sensitive and pressure sensitive game. But that's where the skill comes from.
Right, you need precision.
Like when you're doing motion controls, it's like
You need knowledge of the physics engine.
yeah, like when you're dealing with like motion controls, you can have knowledge of the physics engine, but there's no guarantee that the sensors are gonna read what you're inputting correctly.
Oh dear. I feel like I just had a thought and then lost it.
Yeah, that's what happens when you forget to uh sign up for OnlyFans.
I hate you.
I hate me too. That was embarrassing.
Cut this joke out, please.
Yeah, cut this joke out. We don't want anybody thinking that we're gonna make a Bros in a Landfill OnlyFans.
Gosh, what a cursed concept.
The only picture that will be on there is that image of your character from on episode 69. That's the only picture on the OnlyFans.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I hate that.
Imagine that being like posted every day, but like just slightly a few pixels to the left or like a few pixels up, or it's just like different. It's just on different parts of the screen, but it's uploaded every day at a different location.
That's a good bit, actually.
Yeah. And then and slowly it's really like it just keeps getting like more warped. Like the eyes start going red and like distorted, and like at the end of like the last one, it's like super expanded and like it's just like staring right at the viewer.
No. What you do is every day you slightly alter the tone, the hue.
Ooh. Oh.
So that over the course of like a year, actually no, it couldn't be a year because there's only 255 hue values.
Mm-hmm.
But over the course of like 2/3 of a year, it just rainbows.
Yeah. Or we could make a complete creepypasta out of the OnlyFans.
That's a good bit.
Yeah, like that'd be good. But or it ends up with like the whole Suffer Monkey Ball thing. Like, it's like just the last post is just a blinking red DS.
Nice.
And then like the next day, it's the whole OnlyFans is deleted. It'd be like
over time the fucking picture just slightly tilts.
Upvote if you remember this. Upvote if you were there for the Blows in the Landfill Sulfur Monkey Ball creepypasta.
I'm still dead.
Yeah, I'm still dead too. I've got a lot of mixed feelings about Monkey Ball because on one hand it's such a wholesome and charming game, but on the other hand it's the exact type of game that like
it's a
could make
game.
A kid hate themselves because I spent all this time trying to beat these stages.
Oh, many tears have been shed by young Tar over that game.
Like there's a reason why the mini games are there because it gives like easy victories to kids. It's like
that's why beginner exists.
It's like if I'm gonna play Monkey Ball, I'm gonna fucking play like monkey boxing and just hate myself because I know that like I'm not gonna be able to beat the main campaign.
Wow, that's depressing.
Yeah. Well, I think it's especially depressing too with Monkey Ball, the Super Monkey Ball 2 that has like a story tied to its campaign, but
a story, quote unquote.
Quote unquote. Yeah, I know. But
I mean, it is a story.
I mean, it's got cutscenes between. Like where I'm getting more so at is that like when there's cutscenes, it makes you feel like there's like you're getting rewards or there's content related outside of just the
content,
game.
Quote unquote.
I understand your sarcasm, but can you let me get to my fucking point?
No. Perish.
We're like with like the original Super Monkey Ball game. It's like if you don't beat it, if you get stuck, you're just like, oh well, like I'm just bad at this. When you're a kid and you don't know quality storytelling, you're I mean, I still don't know quality storytelling. Let's be real here. I can talk a big game, but I can sit down and enjoy mostly anything. But like I'm a cheap laugh. But anyways, with with
cutscenes.
Like when you're a kid and you're playing 2 and you're seeing that there's cutscenes, you want to see where it goes. You want to see the resolution. And you get to like World 8 or whatever, how far you get, and you're just like, you just fucking die. You just can't beat it because you're a dumb kid.
I was a dumb kid who beat World 8.
What?
I was a dumb kid who beat World 8.
Well, some people are good at video games. Some people are not. I am sorry that you were born with the gift, Tar.
I still can't believe the very first time I tried Super Monkey Ball 2 Momentum, I beat it. I still can't believe I did that first try ever.
Nice. Yeah, for me, I'm joking about couldn't beat World 8. I am thoroughly unconvinced that I made it to World 8. Like, it's been probably like almost 2 decades since I've played. I mean, I would say like maybe like a decade and a half since I've played.
I was gonna say, is Super Monkey Ball 2 20 years old? No, it is not.
Yeah, no, I mean probably close to like 16,
it's
17. 18. Yeah, so I would have played it like 18 years ago.
I don't remember the exact date it came out, but it did come out in 2002.
And like I was bad at it. I mean, I probably could beat it now if I put the time investment in. I've gotten slightly better at games. I can play Mortal Kombat and like beat some hard stages and stuff. But I think I've thoroughly avoided Monkey Ball because I think it traumatized me as a kid.
Oh no.
But that's also why I'm excited to try out Ruled Out when it comes out, because it's like, oh, I can redeem myself by playing levels by like cooler people. Like cool people that like made mods for Monkey Ball.
They are cool people.
Oh god, watch watch it come out that like they're actually like racist against monkeys. And that they're only doing this because they like watching the monkeys suffer.
Oh no. You said the 2 words together. We're not gonna. That's never gonna be let go, is it?
Let's just say, I think there's a reason why it showed up in my Google Docs.
Oh no. I can't tell if this is traumatized crying or hysterical laughter. Oh no. Oh no! They got him! Oh no, try!
You made me suffer, so I'll make you suffer.
Oh
no!
And this has been Bros in a Landfill.
Blink, 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 blink.
This is fucking stupid.
No, what the fuck is wrong with us?